Sunday. I thought I did the thumbnail. I think I deleted it. I thought I put it on there. I redo the thumbnail before it did very well Sunday. I mean, yeah, it's Sunday. I redo the thumbnail. Stop. I redo the thumbnail. Lion season, we be back at the desk. I just ain't got time right now. Um, I know per usual, late walking the dog. So I want to talk about the biggest opponents, the Opps opponents for people for the older crew who don't understand the slang that the Detroit Lions have to worry about in the NFC. I mean, a lot of people say the AFC is the place to be. It's a lot of competition. I think the majority of the top quarterbacks are in the AFC. Mahomes, Burrows, Jackson, Herbert, Tua just got paid. Um, uh, Trevor Lawrence, I'm a huge fan. Fields, Wilson, Deshaun. I don't think Deshaun will ever be back to what he once was. CJ Stroud. I mean, Anthony Richardson is back. So he was doing really well until he got injured last year. So it's a plethora of really good quarterbacks. Really good quarterbacks in the NFC. So in the AFC, the MC, Jalen Hurts get a lot of criticism. I find it funny how they say, well, Hurts got everything. Hurts got everything. He got, all this help. But for years, guys like Peyton Manning had a bunch of help. I mean, Blake Bortles had a Super Bowl caliber team. But when we had guys like Cam Newton who didn't get no help, the media didn't say nothing about it. He basically made the Super Bowl with Jonathan Stewart, what's my brother's name from Memphis? Was it Williams? And Jericho Cotchery is his best receiver. Had a good defense too. But I support Jalen Hurts when he's not playing the Lions, but I support him. But for real, Eagles worry me the most. The thing about the 49ers is when you lose the Super Bowl, even when they lost the Super Bowl the last time, they had a slump. And I feel like we should have beat them. I'm not going to harp on that game. But it's not been the same. Stop. He's so hard-headed. It ain't been the same since Steve Wilkes who was their defensive coordinator? D'Amico. And before D'Amico, D'Amico Ryan's doing a great job in Houston. It was Rob Salah. So it ain't really been the same without them two since them two guys left. But it's a lot of morality issues over there in 49er land. And make sure I double tap the screen and like the video. There's a lot of morality issues in 49er land. And right now, there's some issues with money. All right. Trent Williams holding out. Ayuk there, but, it is what it is. He want to get paid. So what's going on in 49er land real quick? There's quite a few things going on in 49er land. If we about to be frank, we're going to spend a minute on this one. So what's pretty much going on with the 49ers is that they ripped up Christian McCaffrey's deal after they gave him a new deal not too long ago. They ripped up his deal and gave him a new deal. Ain't paid Trent Williams, ain't paid Brandon Ayuk, and I think that's what really got everybody mad in 49er land is they didn't pay Brandon Ayuk his money. So now they like, okay, you could pay Christian McCaffrey and rip up his deal that y'all just gave him. He's very important, but they're not ripping up no other running back deal. Let's keep it frank. They not ripping up nobody's else running back deals. Miles, they not ripping up no other running back deals. So when they ripped them up a new deal and gave money and didn't take care of Brandon Ayuk, I think it turned off a lot of the brothers in the locker room. And McCaffrey, like I said, he's very important to. Hold on, my speaker's been playing. He's very important. He's very important in what they do. And now, a lot of people in 49er land got an issue. The players got an issue. And then what's so crazy about the 49ers right now is Brock Purdy about to break the bank probably for like $300 million. And Brock Purdy, the quarterback, if you don't know who it is, he's good. The issue with him is he been playing on a discount. So they couldn't pay him. I think after this season they'd be eligible to pay him, and they got to pay him, Trent Williams, Ayuk. Trent Williams watched Darisaw get paid. He watched Penei Sewell get paid, and Christian, the Vikings paid Darisaw more money than the Alliance paid Penei Sewell. This is the price of getting out in front of the market. Brad Holmes is very intelligent. He paid his guys before everybody else paid his guys. So now, for the most part, even though some of these guys were just barely eligible for extension, why wait and make them reset the market? So he paid his guys and watched the Jaguars have to let Trevor Lawrence reset the market. He paid the guy, watch the Minnesota Vikings pay more to Darisaw than they paid with Penei Sewell. Sewell is way better. And the 49ers, they're gonna have to go out there and pay Trent Williams probably more than Darisaw and Penei Sewell. So they can't continue to pay everybody in 49er land. And you think that's not gonna rub people the wrong way? Of course they want to win the Super Bowl, but you mix the morality issues that they having over there, or the team camaraderie issues, with you ripping up Christian McCaffrey's contract, and you mix that with the Super Bowl hangover. The only team I really seen in the recent history survive the Super Bowl hangover, and it still got them, was the Bengals. Remember, they started off slow and then they got hot, which they got robbed in that game versus Kansas City. They straight got robbed. I'll say that to this day, and I ain't got a dog in the race. I love some Joe Burrows, love some Jamar Chase, and I love Mahomes and Chris Jones and them boys, but they straight up robbed the Bengals. They won. They should have won that. It was so many blown calls and missed holds and shit. They blew that. That was one of the most rigged games I seen. Real talk. That was the AFC Championship? Miles. This dude be doing what he want to do. Come here. See, this is why he get in trouble. My dog's so hard-headed. He do what he want to do. Now he coming back. But yeah, a lot of them dudes, man, they gonna have locker room issues. And with money involved, because you really don't bring up money look, when y'all go to work, y'all don't bring up how much y'all getting paid unless you got a discrepancy on your check or they made a mistake. You ask people, did they fuck your check up? You don't talk about politics. That's what I tell y'all. Money and politics, leave that alone. And leave them women at the job alone. Listen to your boy. Don't fuck with no chick you work with. Now if y'all like years removed from the job, then you can fuck with her. But now y'all working together, or 2 or 3 years within y'all working together, absolutely not. Don't do it. No matter how cool she seem, as soon as she see you, she think as soon as you fuck up, she gonna fuck that job up, and she gonna fuck her job up. Come here. I'm telling you that right now. But yeah, the 49ers got some camaraderie issues. Now, they can't pay everybody. Ain't no way. They can't play Brock. They're going to have to pay Brock. They can't pay Williams. They can't pay Ayuk. And then they holding Ayuk against his will. Just trade him. Now, do I think he worth $30 million a year? I mean, the numbers say so. He better than Jalen Waddle. He better than Devontae Smith. I don't think he better than than St. Brown, but they gotta pay him. So if they're not gonna pay him, let him go over to Washington. That's my thing. But I'm worried about them. For Philly, the team I'm worried about the most. Philly. I'm worried about them. When you put Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley in the same backfield, that's a problem. Saquon got 1,000 yards if he's just healthy. That Eagles offensive line, I know they lost Kelsey. That Eagles offensive line, Jalen Hurts' ability to run the football, Saquon Barkley's ability to run and catch the ball out the backfield. I think Philadelphia is low-key the team to beat in the NFC. I think their defense still pretty solid. They added the kid from Toledo. Come here. He just do what he want to do. He prancing around the neighborhood. But yeah, I think they're the team to beat. Good defense, good backs, good quarterback. They brought AJ Brown, Devontae Smith. Shitty fan base though. Clap when Michael Irvin broke his fucking neck, and boo Santa Claus. Um, but yeah, I think Philly the team to beat in the NFC. The biggest threat to us. I would say they're the team to beat in the NFC too. Just too much talent, too much experience. Um, I think people say they got an issue with the quarterback. I don't think so. I think he can play. I think he was injured last year. They start off at 10-1. I think they peaked too early. But that's the number one team in the NFC in my opinion. I know San Francisco. Come here. I know San Francisco is the NFC champion, but I told y'all that money. Come here. That money issue that they having. That's gonna cause a lot of friction. That's gonna cause a lot of friction. That's gonna cause a lot of friction. So let's they start. Then the best thing to do is trade you right now. They get a receiver out of Florida. Trade Ayuk. Pay Trent Williams. Give him a nice little deal, short deal. He almost out of there anyway. I don't fuck with Trent Williams though. After how he did RG3 and stopped blocking for him, I don't fuck with him. So his head can fall off tonight, and I wouldn't shed a tear. He's a bitch ass nigga, and I'm gonna continue to say that, cause I'm just keep my thoughts, cause I can go in on him. I don't fuck with him, and I tell it to his big ass face. He's just gonna whoop my ass. But he was a whole ass nigga for not blocking for RG3. So white quarterback, he stopped blocking for. He about to get in trouble here, bro. But I don't fuck with him. So if he broke his leg at training camp tomorrow, I wouldn't feel bad for him. And I don't fuck with hoe ass Debo Samuels neither. He a bitch nigga too. If you follow my other channel, he's another Stephen A. Smith type of dude. I don't like him either. I like McCaffrey. I like Ayuk. Um, Fred Warner. But they got some hoe ass niggas on the 49ers. I ain't gonna lie. They got some straight busters over there. Some real buster ass niggas on 49er land. And they fans know it. So I hope they got a Super Bowl hangover. But they got some guys I like over there too. So, but Philly, I'm more concerned about Philly. I know, well, Saquon Barkley always injured. And but Saquon Barkley ain't gonna be getting touched for the most games for the first 5 yards. He gonna get 5 yards of carry just behind that line. With Jalen Hurts, if that offensive coordinator is half competent, they Philly should have a top 5 offense. The defense might be a little bit shaky this year, you know, but they just got, man, Saquon over there scared me. I ain't gonna lie, but I like Dallas too, low key this year. I'm gonna tell you why. Dallas ain't got no expectations. Just look at this. Look how dumb he being today. He just got to piss on the branch. But I like Dallas a lot too this year because you got Dak in the money year. You got I wouldn't pay CD Lamb bitch ass neither. I ain't got nothing personal against CD Lamb. I just think he overrated. I wouldn't pay CD Lamb. I can go get another receiver that can do what CD Lamb can do. I wouldn't pay CD Lamb neither. Look, I'm about to pay him $30 million for. Every receiver ain't a $30 million receiver. But either he gonna play or you gonna sit out the year. But you gotta pay Micah Parsons at some point. So, but Dallas ain't got no expectations. Every year they'll win 3 games and they'll be talking about, well, we about to go to the Super Bowl. When Dallas got expectations, they dangerous. I mean, they not dangerous. When they got low to no expectations, they not as dangerous. So I just think by them, they got a lot of talent, and by them not having no expectations, I think they're gonna be straight. Nope. I think they're gonna be straight. So they'll be able to play loose and all that stuff. So Dallas is gonna be a problem too. They brought old ass Zeke back. I don't know why they did that shit, but just by them not having pressure, I think Dak he can be the first $60 million quarterback. I think that's going to happen, whether it be the Jets, the Giants, the Raiders. It's going to happen. It's inevitable. So that's going to happen. But yeah, just about them not having none. Green Bay, Jordan Love's a stud. They got a great receiving core. I think the thing that's going to take them over the top, I worry about them probably more so than the Eagles because they're a divisional opponent. They're a division opponent. But the thing about them is Jordan Love can play. He can throw the football. He can be active. But the number one thing, the two things for them that's going to hold them back is they draft all these first round defensive players and none of them really, they defense don't never really pan out to what it's supposed to be. All them first round picks they spend on defense, you would think they would have the number one defense some years. They never do. And I don't know if that's because they was counting on Aaron Rodgers. Their defense was solid last year, and Aaron Rodgers was a crutch for them, but they just never do. And the second thing, if Christian Watson can stay healthy, that's a different offense. They got a lot of different receivers. Romeo Doubs can do everything. The other kid from Michigan State is really, really good. But Christian Watson is the guy that can make the plays down the field. I think the Lions was really, really close to signing him as well, drafting him as well. But he one of them athletic guys that's going to continue to have soft tissue injury. He's 6'3". What he run about 4'4", 4'3". He going to continue to have soft tissue injury. So that's just something that they're going to have to deal with. But I worry about them. They got Josh Jacobs. And the thing about Josh Jacobs last year, he didn't have a great year because he sat out most of the year holding out. Anytime these dudes hold out or they don't play a season or miss some camp time, usually it don't go well. Aaron Donald was the exception. He held out for a contract, came back, hit the ground running. He was the exception. But most of the time, especially when you're dealing with backs or receivers and all that type stuff, you miss that time, it's a wrap. That's what didn't think about it. Ben Simmons missed time and injured his back. It never been the same since. So this whole thing where, oh, you just need some rest. You just need some rest or whatever. Absolutely not. You got to be active. You got to be active in your sport. And if you're not active in your sport, it's going to be a long time. You are getting on my nerves today walking, buddy. He said, what up? We need a second quarterback. Yeah, I got a video. I just cut a video. It'll be up tomorrow unless something push it back. I'll speak on it. I heard Studfield doing pretty good. And then Hooker broke his finger too, bro. So, or he dislocated his finger in spring and it still ain't healed. So, you might be right because ain't no first team reps. He gonna have to run scout team quarterback to get the reps. But, Studfield was the backup quarterback last year, but only person I could think about on him is Ryan Tannehill, and Tannehill waiting for a quarterback to fall down to come back in. But if he would like to sign with the Lions, I would easily sign Ryan Tannehill. I think Ben Johnson can make some sweet chin music with him. I don't think he a bad quarterback. I think he got dependent on Derrick Henry too much, but that's just me. Diesel, what's going on? Juan, he said Purdy. Yeah, Purdy can't even got enough money to live in the Bay Area. He got a roommate. So Brock Purdy can't even pay his bills. He don't even make enough as a 6th-round draft pick to pay his bills on his own in the Bay Area. That lets you know the Bay Area is pretty much the king of gentrification. Tech Valley, they pushed everybody out of the Bay Area. So, yeah, you can't afford to live over there. So really, you got to go to Oakland to be able to afford to live. So yeah, it's shiesty out here, man. It's real shiesty out here. Real shiesty out here. They don't care nothing about the American. The average American, they don't care. And they gonna see what's gonna happen to that ass too. We don't want Dak ass Scott. You talking about in Dallas? And he gonna fuck around and leave Dallas and go somewhere and win the Super Bowl. Mark my words. Mark my words. Dak gonna go somewhere and win the Super Bowl. He gonna leave Dallas and win the Super Bowl. And Jerry gonna have a fucking stroke. Mark my words. They don't respect Dak Prescott in Dallas. Who called him a bitch last year? Was it Michael or Diggs? You call me a bitch. We gotta fight. This is a few words that you shouldn't say to another man. Bitches at the top of the list. Yep, bitch is at the top of the list. You call me a bitch, we got to fight. Sorry, we got to get it popping. As a man, you don't call another man a bitch. Nope. Be prepared to get punched in your face. I don't advocate violence, but man, you about to go in your cage, man, because you acting a fool today, bro. But yeah, but that's what I think. He gonna end up in the Raiders balling. Dallas, Jerry just in the way. He don't let motherfuckers do their job. Y'all can ask questions. The Bears concern me more than the Packers. They already got a top D. Man, the Bears don't. Man, fuck the Bears. Fuck. What you worry about the Bears for? They defense ain't shit. They ain't got Eddie Jackson no more. Yeah, they got Montez Sweat and man, I ain't worried about no fucking Bears. When they now I've almost said some stuff. I'm gonna have to delete this video. I care about the Bears. Y'all buying into the hype. They got rid of their best player. Shit, Justin Fields. So hell yeah, I ain't worried about the Care Bears. And they sweet quarterback. Hell yeah. The Packers way better than the Bears. By far. They do got Keenan Allen and DJ Moore. I still ain't worried about them fools. I still ain't worried about them. They gotta learn how to win. And didn't the Packers spank that ass last year too? We should have spanked their ass at the crib too. I don't know golf was going on with golf. He was tripping. He was tripping for that stretch. Nobody worry about the Bears. Packers got a good quarterback. We know that. They got Josh Jacobs. They got some good receivers. Keenan Allen, 70 years old. You know what I'm saying? And DJ Moore is the best number 2 receiver in the league, probably. He ain't no number 1. He's a good number 2. They got Romeo Oduzier. I like him. Rookies use translate. But all that's going to tell you is them getting all them receivers, they about to drop back and throw the ball a ton. Mark my words. They about to drop back and throw the ball a ton. And you got to remember, too, David Montgomery was over there running the ball pretty well, and they just wanted to make Mitchell Trubisky Peyton Manning. Instead of continuing to hand the ball off to David Montgomery, they wanted to make Mitchell Trubisky the star. David Montgomery was over there toting that hoe. He was. Montgomery was putting up great numbers. Then they stopped wanting to hand the ball off to David Montgomery. They wanted to give it to Tyreek Cohen. They wanted to do everything but give it to Montgomery. The Bears play outdoors. So you would think the first thing they did will be a good physical offensive line. And they'll be trying to run the ball down people's throats. No diddy. That's what you want to do. You playing the cold. You want to go get 3 wide receivers for fucking what? The best way you can help Caleb Williams out is get him a running back, get him a couple backs. These kids some crackheads, bro. These kids got to be doing like Molly and meth and crack. This dude had a whole Nike Tech sweatsuit on, riding a bike in the 90-degree weather. It's wild. Say no to drugs. But yeah, let me go get them 3 receivers. We play off the fucking Lake Michigan, and the wind gonna be blowing. So let me go get him 3 receivers to throw the football around. What the fuck is you thinking? Go get him 2 good running backs, a great physical offensive line. He got a good tight end in Cole Kmet. And then you work your way and find receivers. That lets you know Chicago don't know what the fuck they doing. Get that man a running game he can lean on. You go get DeAndre Swift coming out of Philadelphia. Of course he didn't get injured for real last year. Philadelphia offensive line is a beast. He got 5 yards just for touching the ball. So you go get him. Like, Chicago just dumb as fuck. That organization ain't too fucking smart. They want to throw the football around with a rookie. Why would you do that? Run the football, play action, ease them into the offense, lean on the running game. You play in Chicago, You ain't gonna never really put up a video game type numbers like that in that weather on a consistent basis. So let's play grinded out football. Let's get him throwing the ball 20, 15 to 25 times a game. You know, let's get a good running game going. Let's move defenses against their will. And then we'll let Caleb Williams be very, very efficient and ease his way in. But no, we want to have the greatest show on cold ass grass. They dumb. What did Green Bay go do? Green Bay make sure they get defensive linemen. They got a solid offensive line. And what did they do? Aaron Jones, his old bitch ass, had some speed in the NFC Championship game in the NFC semi-conference, whatever it's called, in the divisional round, they would have won the Super Bowl. I mean, they would have went to the NFC Championship game. You got to remember, when they gave the ball to Aaron Jones, his bitch ass was the one that got caught from behind. No diddy. He got caught from behind. Josh Jacobs wouldn't have got caught. Josh Jacobs, that's why he got rid of his ass. Aaron Jones was slow than a motherfucker. They opened up a big ass hole for Aaron Jones. Had Josh Jacobs had that same hole, they would have been in the Super Bowl. They would have been in the Super Bowl. So that's why they got Josh Jacobs anyway. Chicago not smart. They not smart at all. Caleb Williams, you go get DeAndre fucking Swift out of all running back? What the fuck? So you already know what they about to do. They about to drop back and allow him to throw 35 to 40 times a game. I'll tell you that right now. And that bitch gonna lead the league in interceptions. I'm telling you right now, they should never got rid of David Montgomery. That was dumb. That was dumb. That was dumb. Juan used to be on point. Juan smoking crack right tonight. Juan, what's in your crack pipe? Talking about the Bears. The Bears. Shout out to Denise, salute. He said, Eric say, what's good? It's crazy, bro. That it's almost August already. Football season is around the corner and 2024 is gone. Yeah, you ain't lying. That shit blew by and it's hot as hell. This summer was hella mid. Even for y'all city girls. Y'all city boys. I ain't really heard about y'all having no real fun. I seen them chicks at that audition being ghetto in downtown Detroit. Your girl was down there trying out for that shit. Cancel her. Listen to me. Cancel her. Anybody girlfriend went down there, she a rat, she a hoe, she for the streets. She ain't even right for the stroke. She for the streets. Absolutely not. That is not a woman that you want to be holding on your arm. Not a woman you want to be cooking breakfast for your kids and teaching your kids ABCs. Absolutely not. Them hood rat Haven was down there. Anthony, salute. Pistons. I've been talking Pistons for all summer, bro. Got plenty of Piston content. My dog is the most difficult dog to walk. Difficult. I'm gonna snip his balls. Yeah, you heard me. I'm gonna snip your shit. It's gonna have to happen. You get cardio? Yeah. Every day I go to every day I walk this dog, I get cardio. Yesterday we did an hour stream. I walked him 10 minutes or 15 minutes before the stream, so I knew it was gonna be hot. But shout out to Deadpool and Wolverine. That shit was heat. That shit was fire. But yeah, when I go to the gym, every day I do cardio. I was on 5. That got to be too damn much. But I'm on 4 now, so every day. Come on, bro. I hate walking this dude. I don't want to put a harness on him and then I look soft and shit. Come on, he got a harness. That's usually for when other people walk him. But yeah, who else? Before I almost back to the crib. Who else? Trying to think who else worried me. Minnesota, no. The Care Bears, no. The Falcons might be a little bit of a surprise. I know Kirk coming off the torn Achilles, but they got a good football team. They just need quarterback play. I think Kyler I think Kyle Pitt's gonna have a big year this year over there. I think Kyle Pitt's gonna have a breakout year. Um, Saints, probably not. Panthers, probably not. Their owner's an idiot and gonna ruin Bryce Young's career. Giants, no. I think their defense is gonna be really, really good though. Um, the Commanders, no. But I hear a lot of good things about Jaden Daniels. I don't know much about him. I watched him play a couple times in college, Arizona State and LSU, but they still the fucking Commanders. Um, Eagles, I think they're the biggest threat, right with the Packers. Um, the Rams, Stafford played well. They lost Aaron Donald, lost the starting corner, but they do a great job of drafting when they have draft picks. So Stafford playing at a high level, so they always a player in the game. 49ers going to be there until they not, but I think they might have a hangover. That's just usually how it goes, but I could be wrong. Seattle got Mike McDonald, old Lions, old Wolverines defensive coordinator, Baltimore defensive coordinator. We played them this year. They always give us problems. Geno Smith. Who else we got on the menu? Oh, I think Arizona is going to be the sleeper team in NFC. So that's my opinion. I think Arizona. I think Kyler Murray. That's going to be my MVP pick this year. Don't ask why. I like the way they looked at the end of last year when he came back. I heard some good things from him from camp so far. Maybe his leadership ability is starting to come around. But Kyler Murray, my MVP pick. Put a couple dollars on him. Probably wrong. But I like what they Marvin Harrison Jr. A defense was kind of coming around last year. They played real solid. I like Dort over there. I like what Kyler did. Really low-key, Kyler was on fire last year, and nobody really talked about it. Went on the road, beat Philly. They beat a bunch of teams. So I think some maturity might be coming for Kyler Murray. So I think Arizona is going to be a sleeper team to win that division. And I might even have the boss that picked them to win the NFC West. I know people laugh when I say that, but I like Arizona a lot. I like Kyler Murray a lot. So I don't care if he pay Call of Duty or not. I like him a lot. So I think Arizona is going to be the NFC sleeper this year. How was the fight? Oh, I ain't go. I believe it was the first. No, it wasn't the first fight card at Little Caesars. I think she fought there before. I could be wrong. I remember her second time fighting there. Eastern Detroit Lions win. Us won. What Lions win it this year? I can't call it. It's a lot of luck involved with health and all that type of stuff. But I heard some bonus talk. I heard J-Mo looking good this year. See a lot of highlights. Him getting, beating the press coverage, getting off the line of scrimmage, catching the ball, running routes. So, so yeah, I see J-Mo looking pretty good this year. So, look stronger, look more confident. And if he gonna dominate on the outside, the Lions probably going to the Super Bowl. Laporta's important. The offensive line got a jail. They got some new pieces. Shout out to Taylor Decker getting the bag. Who else we got? Montgomery Gibbs. We got to get them to stay healthy. Oh, the running back out of Utah. You never know. We might end up needing him. So offensively, they don't look too shabby. But if J-Mo can do his thing and Donovan Peoples-Jones can do his thing and we get something from Antoine Green too, it's going to be interesting. But a lot of times, NFL boil down to health, luck, and health. And teams going to make an adjustment to what the Lions did last year. And their biggest nemesis, it wasn't the defensive back. Their biggest enemy was the third quarter last year offensively. They came out in the third quarter, and damn near every game they stunk. With a lead, without a lead, they stunk in the third quarter. So they got to figure out the third quarter. But let me get out of here, man. Hold on. He said, just wanted to say big ups for you being one of the top YouTubers for Detroit. I appreciate it, bro. Try to be consistent, give y'all something every day. But appreciate POV. But let me get up out of here as I go in my apartment. Peace.